Hi y'all, this is Cheryl. I'm all casualed out because I'm all up in here. I'm all up in my feelings. Some things have occurred that there's just really no escape from. You have to face certain truths, and I've been trying not to. And I'm just tired of faking the funk for everybody else. And I need to say how I feel. As y'all know, if y'all my fans, you hear me talking about this guy named Kay. And I had a dream about him this afternoon. Well, shortly before I woke up. And it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful that when I turned over, I reached for him and he wasn't there. And like I said, I'm starting to date again. But every guy, there's something wrong with them. They just don't measure up. They're liars. So, anyway, when I was 9 years old, I told y'all my mother was with a married man, and he kept promising to leave his wife and whatnot, which has nothing to do with this situation. I don't know if he's married, but that's just a reference to what I'm about to say, a preface to what I'm about to say. And the song, there was the song. She used to listen to it in the morning when she'd be combing my hair. And in the song, the lady was like, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, no, no. And I think that's kind of where I'm at with mine, because I could have been dating, but it's just nobody's him. He's the one I want. And people say, how can you be so in love with him when y'all only talked a few times? But he touched my soul for a lifetime. And it's just something that it is what it is. And I'd rather just be by myself than being miserable, being with all these other guys, comparing them to him. Nobody will do. So I told my son, I said, I think I'm better off by myself. Because when you compare, it's just no comparison, really. And so I'm all over my feelings about that, because I know, or at least he ain't acting like he feel the same. And there's been some stuff going on at his job that has really, 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 really hurt my feelings. And so I'm up in my feelings about that too. And I'm not going into detail, but and if I keep pausing, forgive me. I've been having dizzy spells all day, and something in my head is vibrating. I don't know if I'm having seizures or what, but I just been in the bed not feeling good all day. So the dream about him was pleasant. It was a break. But whenever I dream about him, most times it's pleasant. He's so sweet and so caring and so like he used to be. But then yesterday I had an encounter with my oldest son's father, and I cussed that motherfucker out because my son needs some art supplies for school. So he gonna call, and I was like, not this time. Give me the phone. Cause he calls him, he don't call me. So I took the phone, and I was like, your son needs art supplies, and they cost $80. And I messed up on my dates because everybody knows my brain is not what it used to be. So I was like, he needs them by February 3rd. Well, February 3rd passed. So I said, okay, March the 3rd. And I was like, I've been doing it for 20 years. It's your turn, motherfucker. You do something for him. You know, I've been doing it for 20 years and I'm still doing it. And that shit just pissed me to my core. That every time he calls with some lies. And my son's just like, dude? And I'm like, not this time. I can't even cope with seeing it. I got to bare my goddamn teeth and unleash this knife-ish tongue I got. So, a whole bunch of stuff came from that. And I was all up in my feelings about that. But I'm not going to go into detail. But the one thing he did say, and I couldn't even hold back, he gonna get back on the phone with my son. Now you see why me and your mother could never connect. And at that point, I had just had it. I was like, bitch, we didn't connect. Because the day I told you I was pregnant, you walked your ass off with your friends and never looked back. And he didn't. And I'm just like, it's just, and I'll be trying to like minimize, trying to get in touch with this K, because I don't want him to think I'm stalking him or trying to over whatever the fuck. I've been stalked. I am not stalking him. Because I know how that feels. I just be trying to get in touch with him, and there's only one place and one way I know how. A lot of times I just be calling to see is he okay. Have his wig been split? I mean, this motherfucker is a policeman. But I'm just like, I wasn't going to take till tomorrow, but there was just too much emotion going on inside of me. I am a little emotional right now because I'm one of the unfortunate ones who had a hysterectomy but still have PMS. So yeah, I'm a little bloated, a little emotional, a little whatever I be, right, bitchy right now. But this man stays on my mind. He stays in my dreams. And he really gets in my dreams when I say, fuck it, I'm done. To hell with him. It's like, whatever. And all of a sudden, here come these dreams. And I'm like I said, I'm tired of living my life for everybody else. If I want to be alone because I can't have the guy I want, I don't really see anything wrong in that, because you just gonna make yourself miserable chasing something that you're not gonna find. But if I could turn back time, I would never have called him had I known it would turn out like this. And it's not like it's all in my imagination, because he was acting like he was feeling me too, and there's certain things he said, and but you know how men do, they have selective memory, whereas women remember everything. So I'm just up in my feelings right now about a lot of stuff. This lady called while I was asleep. I didn't hear the phone. I've been leaving this half of messages for damn near a month. She ain't responded yet. Now that I gotta go to court day after tomorrow, she decides to call. My son don't come in here and tell me till after business hours. I'm like, what the fuck? And I am so tired of running to court. Nothing happens. Going to court. Nothing happens. Going to court. Nothing happens except a continuance. A continuance. A continuance. I'm so tired of hearing that motherfucking word. I don't want to continue. I want it to end. I want it to be over. I want to move on with my life without this shit hanging over my head. And then I listen to this other song a lot called Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, because I'm not happy here, and I'll never be happy as long as I'm here. I just want to live for me for once. Everybody stopped speaking to me, turned their backs on me because I said I was moving. They already mad enough that I live in. They was mad when I moved to Inkster. They was mad when I moved to Dearborn Heights. They was mad when I moved to Westland. But see, I don't go backwards. I keep moving up. And they don't understand that. They like their life, and that's wonderful. If you can handle it, that's fine. I want to get away from crime as much as I can. And true enough, Florida's a crime capital just like Michigan. But there's a lot of places that aren't in Florida. And so, you know, I wish I could remember the exact spot my grandmother lived in Florida. But I don't. All I remember is that picture of her with that big old orange tree in her backyard, picking oranges bigger than your hand. And I think that's another reason I'm up in my feelings. It's because I miss her so much. Sorry. I just miss her. miss my mom too, because that memory is so precious to me. Her combing my hair, because we couldn't afford a video camera back when I was growing up. I don't remember her voice. I don't remember her laugh. I do remember a lot of her smells. So I buy those perfumes and I wear them. So it just feels like she's got her arms around me. But it's so horrifying when you don't even remember your mother's voice. I got plenty of pictures of her smiling, and I can kind of imagine, but I'm just like, I've been holding back so much stuff for so long. And I'm just tired. I'm just tired of holding back. Tired of not saying what I want to say, because I might step on somebody's toes. And especially when it comes to Kay, because everybody thinks they know when they don't know shit. Unless they've been there, they don't know. And somebody can touch your soul once and it lasts a lifetime, and I think that's what happened. Well, I don't know if I'm up in my feelings about anything else, but I vented about the most important stuff. I got too many exes in Michigan to be happy, because they don't want to let go. They couldn't treat me right when they had me, but they don't want to let go. I got too many stalkers in Michigan. I got too many issues in Michigan. And one day I was crying and I was like, the only thing that has kept me here this long is there's nobody to watch over Mama and Grandma. And my therapist said, "What you mean?" And I said, there's nobody to watch over them. They need tending to and love. Even though I haven't been to the cemetery since either one of them passed, I just don't think I could handle it. I think I would die right there at their gravesite. But just knowing I'm near and my love is so strongly pouring out to them, and And then people get philosophical and be like, well, how do you know they're not in heaven? And I don't know. That's part of the problem. I don't know. So, I don't know whether they went to heaven or hell. Let me just be honest. I don't. I know they were good people. But you still have to follow God's rules. You can be the most wonderful person on earth. If you're not doing what God said, you're still in trouble. So, I've cried so much, I feel nauseous. My eyes are swollen. I know I'm looking like Lisa Simpson right now with that big top lip, so. But I just had to get some stuff out. It was weighing down my soul. So, I'm going to take myself off the dating site tonight and just chill. Just chill. So that's about it. I will tape again tomorrow to let y'all know how my physical therapy went. If my leg fell off or what, I don't know what the hell gonna happen, but we gonna try it. We gonna try it. So, I'll give y'all an update tomorrow. I thank y'all for y'all support. Increase the peace, erase the hate, do unto others. Peace out.